Welcome back to the channel. This is Take 5. My name is Luke, and we're going to talk about Troll, which is a new Netflix film currently streaming. Came out about a week ago. Deep in the mountains, something gigantic wakes up after thousands of years in captivity. The creature is destroying everything in its path, and it's quickly approaching the capital of Norway. So this is a Norwegian film. You should be able to find a couple of versions to watch this on Netflix. You can watch one that is going to be in its original language, or you can find this dubbed over version. That's the one I watched. But this is a really interesting film. There's really two other films that I see this kind of pulling from, but the format of this is something that I think many of you have seen plenty of times before. But what's so cool about this is that we are getting more of this Norwegian folklore about trolls, these gigantic creatures that have roamed the earth and have disappeared. And most people just think that these are just stories that our parents told us when we were kids, but now we're seeing signs of destruction, giant footprints, just things out of the normal that make people wonder, could these things actually exist? And so we're really focused around one particular woman who we see some flashbacks of growing up with a guardian parent figure, learning about trolls, and then kind of setting this up to being like more of the scientist figure that's studying their existence and trying to understand them. And so we really get into a couple of foundational elements with this. I see a lot from 2000 Godzilla, really just two different Godzilla films now that I think about it. We get the one, I have to look up the years on these, but there's like the 2014 and then the 1998 film with Matthew Broderick. So we're getting a lot of these elements of, you have these government figures that are trying to basically stop this thing and essentially kill it. You have these scientists that are trying to understand it and understand where this thing could be going. So you get a lot of these similar shots and setups that you've seen in these past kind of big monster films. The two Godzillas really kind of stuck out to me in this one, but seeing these gigantic trolls is really fascinating. This is a TV-14 rated film, so you get this kind of mixture of action and violence. No real gore, but you get some horror-esque moments, which I think they could have spent a little bit more time on. But overall, I think going into the Norwegian folklore around trolls is really, really fascinating. Seeing the gigantic creature, because there is a lot of CGI within this, I think works in a lot of moments. But the overall foundation feels a little lacking. It just feels like nothing really new. A lot of this we've seen plenty of times before in other big monster films. But I think just the appreciation they had with going deep into the folklore, understanding trolls, building on that, kind of creating this new world is really kind of cool, and potentially we could see more troll movies in the future. So before I get to the rating, please give this video a like. That's going to help grow this channel. Subscribe to get more, to get updates on when I'm posting more reviews later on. And let me know, did you like Troll? Do you like these style movies? These big monster spectacle type movies. So for Troll, I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's a fine watch. It's an easy watch, an hour and 41 minutes. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty easy to follow, but there's a lot in it I wish we could see more of, because we do get a lot of these standard pan around shots just to see the big creature, but I wish there was a little bit more action, maybe a little bit more into the horror elements as well, that could have really elevated this movie a little bit more. But that's my thoughts on it. Let me know, what did you think of Troll? Would you want to see more in this world? Yeah, would love to know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back again with more reviews very soon.